Hi and welcome to Best in Tesla. So Tesla's delivery and production numbers are out, and as expected they were down compared to Q2, as Tesla said they would in the last earnings call. But Tesla produced 430,488 units and delivered 435,059 units. So I was personally quite a bit off with my estimates of 455,000 units delivered, so about 4% off, but still closer than Wall Street. But I actually thought they would be able to deliver a higher number as they have a lot of cars in transit and inventory, but I guess that is not exactly how it works. But let's check out how this stacks up, because I still think people are forgetting to look at the bigger picture when we have a quarter like this. Because you will probably be surprised by just how much Tesla is actually growing, and especially if you look back just a couple of years. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. So Tesla's numbers are out, and this will no doubt be labeled as a miss by the Wall Street media, as Tesla did not get to Wall Street's guesses. But remember, Wall Street's numbers are also just guesses like the rest of us. We are the ones that are wrong. Tesla didn't miss anything. We just guessed wrong. Tesla is still on target for their original guidance for the year. But this is still a growth of 26.5% compared to Q3 of last year. So Tesla is still growing even with the lockdown of the production line because of the updated Model 3. And if we look at the bigger picture, Tesla is still growing fast. Tesla delivered in the first 3 quarters of 2022 908,573 units. In just the first 2 quarters, Tesla delivered 889,015 units. So pretty close to being on par with the first 3 quarters of last year with just the 2 first quarters of this year. So how Gordon Johnson can sit with a straight face and say Tesla is no longer growing is very impressive, as he's just straight up lying. And we can also see with Tesla's delivery numbers for Q3, Tesla has delivered more today than they delivered in all of 2022. In the first 3 quarters, Tesla has delivered 1,324,075 units, and in all of last year they delivered 1,313,851 units. So that is growth right there, Gordon. And the same goes for production. With 1 quarter left to go, Tesla is almost at the full year of 2022 in production. Last year they produced 1,369,611 cars, and in the first 3 quarters of this year they have produced 1,350,996. So now it is only a question of how much will Tesla grow, not if they will grow or not grow, as Gordon puts it. In the first 3 quarters of 2022, Tesla produced 929,910 units. So Tesla is up more than 45% so far this year. I believe most companies that sell high-priced product would be thrilled to be up 45% this year with high interest rate and everything going on. So again, that someone can say Tesla is no longer growing is ridiculous. They have so far this year grown 45%. And yes, Tesla is sacrificing automotive profits for volume in unit sales, as Tesla believe they can make the profits back with software later on full self-driving and other software services. But we also have to remember that 2022 was also a special year, as the cost of goods also went up, and it was the year that Elon said that the average selling price of a Tesla was embarrassingly high. So at the same time, Tesla had to pay more for the goods to make their cars and batteries, they also had 2 brand new factories they had to ramp up, which we know is also a very expensive thing to do. And therefore, the average cost of making a Tesla vehicle in Q2 of 2023 was on par with the average cost of Q2 of 2021. So the cost have fallen back to the cost back in 2021, even with 2 new factories still ramping up, so we should even get further cost reduction in the future as these 2 factories get to higher production volume. So even though the average selling price of the cars in Q2 was 20% lower than Q2 of 2022, they were only 10% lower than Q2 of 2021. So yes, Tesla has made some aggressive price cuts, but half of it was just the cost of goods just coming down again back to the 2021 numbers, and the last 10% was the aggressive price cutting to make sure Tesla was the best value for money you can get on the market, to ensure that Tesla could keep their factories producing as high volume of cars as they were able to do, even with the production line upgrade, so Tesla could continue to grow and gain market share and get more cars out there collecting data for Tesla. And remember, they still had an automotive gross margin of 19.2% in Q2. This is still better gross margin than pretty much anyone else in the industry. So for Tesla to get to their target of 1.8 million units sold this year, they need to do 475,926 units in Q4. So about 10,000 more than what they did in Q2. So that still sounds very plausible. I am personally keeping my ramp pretty flat for the rest of the year for most factories, but we won't have any production stop because of the upgrades has all been done in Q3, and Q4 should just be full throttle ahead. So I expect that they do have a chance of getting the production close to or maybe even over the 500,000 mark if everything runs smoothly, which it probably won't. But if so, deliveries could get above 480,000 if that is the case. So I don't think we will see Tesla getting over 1.9 million units this year, but probably something like 1.8 to 1.82 million cars sold in 2023. And Tesla also kept their guidance of 1.8 million, so also keep that in mind before every automotive analyst are calling this quarter a miss. Tesla is still on target for their original target number for 2023, so everything is still going according to the overall yearly plan. So right now, people will be talking about Q3 numbers like it's life or death for Tesla. But the truth is, do you even remember what happened in Q3 2021? Just 2 years ago? No, right? No one will remember this specific quarter in just a couple of years. I can tell you that Tesla made some great delivery numbers in Q3 of 2021 and was up 71% year over year. But today's Q3 numbers are actually 86% higher than those numbers. Or should we go back to Q3 of 2020, just 3 years ago? Well, Tesla's Q3 numbers here in 2023 are only 211% higher than that. People have to remember Tesla is a growing company, and we have to look at the long-term potential, because as you can see, looking back just a couple of years, Tesla's growth looks insane. Because it is. No other large manufacturer has ever grown this fast, and even in a quarter where Tesla has to halt production because they had to upgrade the production line of the world's second best-selling EV, they still grew about 26% compared to last year's Q3. So still growing very nicely, and in 1 year time in Q3 2024 I think we will see another nice growth from Q3 of 2023, and this quarter will just be yet another point of the S-curve of Tesla's growth. But we have to wait until the 18th of October to get Tesla's earnings report to see how Tesla's revenue and profits and all that good stuff went in Q3. But the Tesla growth story continues. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.